Hi everyone, my name's Bella. Pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm currently teaching the class on Indigenous Resistance under Capitalism, so Decolonization Movements. And it's been like interesting the last couple of weeks, but honestly, it's been really exciting. The biggest honest takeaway is seeing different types of learning, kind of just being at work and seeing different students interpret material differently and see that everyone kind of learns differently and trying to figure out what works best for like everyone. Like obviously it's not like a one size fits all. And what's kind of also been interesting is that realizing that teaching a subject like this, where it is really serious and is very political, it's also just not for everyone. Because a lot of people, there are more people in my class starting enrolled, and then there's less people now. So, which is totally fine, but it's kind of interesting to see that some people just weren't as into it. Or maybe they thought they were, and then when it actually comes to like the course material and like what we're actually talking about in those discussions, people might get turned off or things like that. As far as engagement goes, I think I've already like seen the people who kind of participate more and seeing like, oh, there's certain students who are more comfortable speaking verbally and turning on their mic and already having their cameras on, or versus like, oh, here's what's going on in the chat, and then having kind of someone like a student like help me like, oh, while I'm talking, like, oh, so-and-so says that something in the chat. Like, so there's already like kind of a group of people who are like comfortable talking, and then a group of people using the chat. And that's about it. There is like a little like handful of people who haven't done like a couple of, like we've only had 2 assignments so far, which is like an introduction, and then the weekly assignments are just forums, like reflection forums. So there's been some people, but I also feel like some of it might fall back on me. I made it like very loose, like this is the due date, but if you can't submit it, that's okay. Like we'll figure something out. So kind of navigating that, because I still want students to be able to do their assignments.